Good morning, students. Today our class is English and we will study a poem from unit number 3, The Shade, written by Frank Fling. Let's start this beautiful poem. There's a shade at the bottom of our garden with a spider's web hanging across the door. The hinges are rusty and creak in the wind. When I am in bed, I lie and I listen. I will open that door one day. There's a dusty old window around at the side with 3 cracked panes of glass. I often think there's someone staring at me each time that I pass. I will peep through that window one day. My brother says there's a ghost in the shade who hides under the rotten floorboards. And if I ever dare to set foot inside, he will jump out and chop off my head. But I will take a peek one day. I know that there isn't really a ghost. My brother tells lies to keep the shade for his den. There isn't anyone stirring or making strange noises, and the spider has been gone from his wave. Since I don't know when, I will go into the shade one day soon, but not just yet. Let's start the summary of this poem, what the poet want to say. The poem is about the shade, which is a small room away from the main house. It is located at the bottom of the poet's garden. It is in the worst condition. Worst means very bad condition. Whenever poet passes through it, he feels somebody is staring at him. His brother threatens him by saying that a ghost stays there in the shade who hides himself under the rotten floorboards, who may jump and attack the poet. In fact, there is no ghost inside the shade. His brother tells him a lie to keep the shade for his den. The poet tries to convince himself that there cannot be any ghost in the shade and assures himself that he will go inside the shade someday in near future. Ironically, he adds that the time hasn't come just yet. The afterthought may be due to a lack of conviction, and he thinks that he needs more time to gather enough courage to enter the shade. You will read this poem and I will give you homework. You will write it in your workbook. Okay, see you in next class. Then I will give you next class we will read the ashes that made trees bloom. Okay, unit 4. See you in next class.